Here is something that will change how you think about identity. You don't become who you want to be by thinking about it. You become who you want to be by doing it. This is called self perception theory. And it says you infer who you are by observing your own actions. In other words, you don't think your way into a new identity, you act your way into it. Let me explain. Most people think the process works like this. First, you believe something about yourself, then you act on that belief. So if you believe I'm confident, then you take confident actions. But that's backwards. The actual process is first you take an action, then you observe that action. Then you infer who you are based on that action. So if you take a confident action, you observe yourself taking it and you think, I must be confident. And that belief gets stronger. Let's say you've always believed, I'm shy. You've thought this for years. It feels true. But one day you speak up in a meeting, you share an idea, you take a risk, and afterwards you observe what you just did. You think, wait, I just did that. I just spoke up, I just took a risk. And your brain starts to question the old belief. If I'm shy, how did I just do that? So you start to revise your self perception. Maybe I'm not as shy as I thought. Maybe I can speak up. And the next time an opportunity comes up, you are more likely to speak up again because you've observed yourself doing it and you are inferring a new identity based on that observation. This creates a feedback loop: action, observation, new belief, new action, stronger belief. And over time, the new identity becomes real. Let me give you another example. Let's say you want to be someone who exercises, but you've never been that person, so you don't believe it. But what if you just did it? What if you went to the gym once, just once? You would observe yourself doing it and you would think, I went to the gym. I'm someone who exercises. And that observation would shift your self perception slightly. So the next day, when you think about going to the gym, it feels more aligned with who you are because you've observed evidence that you are someone who exercises. And you are more likely to do it again. And the more you do it, the stronger the belief becomes. Until one day, you don't have to think about it. You just go because that's who you are. You don't need to believe something first to act on it. You can act first and the belief will follow. This is a revolutionary because it means you don't have to wait until you feel confident to act confidently. You don't have to wait until you believe you are creative to create. You don't have to wait until you feel like a leader to take leadership actions. You can just do it and the belief will catch up because your brain is observing your actions and it's inferring who you are based on what you do. So here's what you need to do. Stop waiting to feel like the person you want to become. Just start acting like that person. If you want to be confident, take one confident action today. Speak up, make eye contact, ask for what you want. If you want to be healthy, take one healthy action today. Move your body, eat something nourishing, drink more water. If you want to be creative, take one creative action today. Write something, draw something, make something, and then observe what you just did. Notice, I just did that. I'm someone who does that. And let that observation shift your self perception because that's how identity actually works, not from the inside out, but from the outside in. You don't think your way into a new identity, you act your way into it. And every action is evidence. Every action is data that your brain uses to infer who you are. So if you want to change who you are, change what you do, and your self perception will follow. But don't go anywhere yet because I have a question for you. My question for you is, what identity do you want to have? And what's one action that person would take today? Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, but today. Because that action is the beginning. That action is the evidence your brain needs to start believing you are that person. Act first, believe second. That's how change happens.